What's up, y'all? Yes. Yes, I am back. I am back. Okay, listen. I was not about to come on here and talk about this whole entire Keke Palmer, okay, and I'm trying not to cuss at the beginning, and Darius, because I really wanted to say something else before even saying his name, story. But you know what? I started thinking, I said, you know what? No, 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 no. Why do people get to have bad behavior and then we just like, oh, there's enough people talking about it. I'm going to just let it slide. No, we ain't finna let nothing slide. Oh, no. Okay. The more videos is getting done, the more people talking about this, the more it's going to compound, whatever the word I'm trying to think of, on top of each other to make sure he know and everybody else know. Don't mess with Keke. Okay? Don't mess with Keke. And not only that, this is sharing a message to everybody about, I feel like, black women in general. Stop messing with us. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get loud. Stop freaking with us. Okay? You know the word I try to use right there. Stop freaking with us. Stop playing in our faces. Stop putting your hands on us. Stop all that. We getting tired of it. Okay? So let's get into it. Keke filed for full custody of her 8-month-old child. And she also filed and received, okay, a restraining order against this fool. Yes, it has been, she has been awarded the restraining order. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have got the update on that, but it has been awarded to her. I'm also going to touch on a few things that other people have been saying that's kind of pissing me off about this whole thing. And I hope the more information they get, the less they'll say this stupid stuff. Number one, what I will say is that we know this at this point, that she did accuse him. And I have to say accuse and allegedly and all that. But we saw the screenshots, okay? She has full videos of this stuff happening, but she did accuse of, him of allegedly putting his hands on her. The screenshots of this stuff happening is nasty work. Nasty! I'm pissed. Now, I personally believed her before the screenshots even came out. However, I want to make sure I call out everybody that I saw in the comments that tried to say, oh, she just doing this just so she could get full custody of the child. She just doing this so she won't have to pay child support. That's the only reason why they're saying that's the only reason why she's saying that he put his hands on her. Oh, she just doing this so she could look better in the public eye for, not wanting him or not allowing him to be in the child's life. But then when the screenshots came out, they all disappeared. Where y'all go? Where'd y'all go? Everybody who was talking all that stuff. Where did y'all go? You guys are missing. Cannot be found. I just think it's crazy because I just feel like sometimes when a black woman says something, people will go out of their way to not believe it. I just feel like we don't ever get the benefit of the doubt, except when it came to that the girl who lied from Alabama about being kidnapped or being, abducted or whatever. I knew when that wig was off on the ground, I knew she was lying. But anyway, we're not going to get into that. But I feel like it's only on every now and then that we actually get the bit. I mean, I can't even, before the Carly Russell, or is it, I was about to say Smollett. I think her name is Carly Russell. Before that, when was the last time we really got the benefit of the doubt of something? Do you know what I mean? Like as black women, not as black people, but as black women. So after the information about her filing for full custody came out, then we saw that she was also filing for a restraining order, which is why we then saw the screenshots and we saw that she wrote in there that she had the videos. And the descriptions of these incidences, okay, alleged incidences, right? Incidents. Girl, you know I can't talk. Anyway, in the description of these, she described like 2 or 3 incidents that happened. One of them, this man enters her home, like basically breaks in her home without her knowing, comes upstairs while she's on the phone, and throws her over the couch, rips the phone from her hand, goes outside with the phone because she said, I'm going to call 911. Goes outside with the phone, throws the phone, okay, gets in the car. Keke puts some garbage bins up so that he can't really, he can't drive off with her phone, and almost runs her over as he's trying to flee the scene. I almost cussed. I don't know how long I have to wait to cuss. As he's fleeing the scene. That just sounds crazy to me. I mean, unhinged. This man is so immature. Really? There was also another instance where he gets upset because she shows him a bikini picture to show the progress of her working out, her workout progress. Now, she didn't post it. She didn't share it. She didn't even text it to this nigga. She literally showed him the actual picture. This man is mad, steaming, to the point that she's afraid that they're going to get in a car accident on the way home. Because this was at like a party or whatever where she showed him the picture, right? How insecure and actually how insane do you have to be to get mad that she took a picture and showed only you? That's crazy. His level of craze is way up here. Insane. Okay? Like, I can't even understand it. She talks about another time, and I believe that was the time too, where he kept her up all night by yelling at her. In the morning time, he's downstairs at the bottom of the staircase, and he ends up multiple times, okay, in multiple occasions, he ends up hitting her in the head, like back and forth in the head. Now, I don't know why it says the head and not the face. Maybe he literally did it like on her head, because maybe he's, crazy, but smart enough to know, don't you hit that face, you know what I mean, type of thing. But that makes him even more crazy and manipulative, So he's hitting her back and forth on her head, like actually hitting her. Now, this is crazy. You know what I mean? Because on the other story, I forgot to mention, when he threw her over the couch, he also lunged for her neck. So, choking, I'm pretty sure, has been a thing. You know what I mean? In the course of the relationship. But now you're actually not saying it's any better or any worse, but he's also hitting her. So as we're seeing this, we're seeing people saying, yeah, but, yeah, maybe you should get the restraining order, but I don't know if you should have full custody of the kid because he put his hands on you. I mean, is the kid in harm? Yes, the kid is in harm. Okay, because she also mentioned the time where he was changing their son's diaper. He gets frustrated and starts manhandling the baby. She has to come over there and stop him, or try to stop him, try to grab the baby from him so that the baby doesn't get hurt. And they're sitting over here almost having a tug of war, she said, with the baby. And she was so afraid that he was going to hurt the baby. Not only that, anytime he gets mad at her, he'll tell the baby call her a whore. A C-U-N-T. I don't know if I can say. I don't know why. Like, that's not even a bad word to me, but, whatever. I mean, it is, but it's not like any worse than anything else. He says nobody wants her. This is what he's saying to the son. Now, I know the son is only 8 months old, but this fool is starting this stuff right now. You think he just going to stop one day? Just be like, oh, the baby can understand me. I'm just going to stop doing this. That's crazy. You know what I mean? You're nuts. And what you mean don't nobody want her? That's Keke Palmer. You must not know who she is. That just shows how insecure you are. You're trying to convince her that nobody wants her, and that is a lie. That's a lie. So yes, her seeking full custody of the child, I can understand that now. If the child has been put in harm's way, especially if the child's been put in harm's way by this man, yes. Okay. Also, sometimes some of these situations, the way, when I was doing the math and looking at the months, some of this stuff might have happened like, right around when she was like pregnant or right after she had the baby. There's also an instance where they were out to eat. She was out to eat with some friends, and he thinks that she's sitting over here flirting with the girl. Now, you know that Keke does, like, I made a video about this some years back. It's still up. Keke does like boys and she likes girls, okay? But he's sitting over here thinking that she's flirting with the girl. They end up having to leave the restaurant because he's acting a fool with an attitude. They end up going back to the hotel. He says, you know what? Because they were at Santa Barbara. He said, you know what? I want to leave. I want to go home. They took 2 separate cars to get out there. Keke's trying to get in her car. He opens up the car door, snatches her glasses, prescription glasses that she needs to be able to see, breaks them in half. Girl stomps on them. Takes her clothes and stuff out of her bags, throws them all around and stuff. I believe it was raining, so her stuff got wet, took her car keys and threw them across the lot into the bushes. How old are you? This is sounding like, and I hate to admit it, I have been in abusive relationships before, but not at the age. Keke is 30 years old. Not at no big age. I knew that stuff was ridiculous and needed to stop at the age of like 21. You know what I mean? And I'm not just saying this is Keke's fault. I'm saying, what's wrong with this man? Not saying this is the way you act when you're younger, because you still, even when you're young, you should be acting this crazy. But I would expect that is basically what I'm trying to say. I would expect that from a 19-year-old, somebody who's 20, maybe max 22. But you are a 30-year-old person, or what is he, 29, 30, whatever. You a 30-year-old grown, and I don't even want to say man, and this is the way that you're acting? That's crazy. I feel so bad for Keke because since I have been in abusive relationships, I know that, because at first, I'm not even going to lie to you, I was just wondering, why the hell is she staying? After the first time, the second time, she should have left. But based off the dates that she's giving with this, she stayed. You know what I mean? Some of this stuff happened afterwards, but a few of these stories happened while they were still together. Now, I understand that you had a baby by him, but I think that there's something to learn from this from all of us. I think one thing that does really get me kind of like my blood boiling, and here's the thing, we got to remember, I love Keke, so this isn't something just only, I'm saying like targeting Keke, but I feel like women in general, but I'm going to speak on Black women because that's what I know. Do you know kind of what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to shame us more than the others, because I've seen this happen in all demographics of women, but I keep up more with us. I know more about like my people, and honestly, I care more about that. And I just feel like all around me, and I just have a better a better demographic, like a better understanding because of the people that I'm around are mainly Black. You know what I mean? And so for me, right, I just feel like I see so many Black women who do not vet men properly. They do not take enough time to vet these men before they are laying down and creating life, giving these men children. That's crazy to me. You know how deep it is to give somebody a baby, to have a baby? I just feel like we don't look at it like that. We just be like, yo, I'm pregnant, girl. Shoot, I'm finna have his baby. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, and I really wanted something different from Keke. Now, maybe it was because she felt like she was getting older and she still didn't have any children. Most of these people in Hollywood don't even have kids. They're 40 years old. So who cares? Not saying who cares. And that's not even saying that you'll still necessarily be in a better situation. But what I am saying, though, is that you can spend a little bit more time getting to know them before you're pregnant. Let's be real. And also, too, I hate to say it like this, but let's keep it a buck, because I am a pro-choice person. There are other options. There are other options. You do not, unless you're in these, weak ass states and it just happened recently. This just happened very recently. But for the last 50 years or whatever, you did not have to have, okay? Listen, all these women out, listen to me, please listen. You did not have to have that baby, okay? We're not going to sit here and play games. Maybe more recently in the Bible Belt, some of the Bible Belt states, now you kind of have to or whatever, but you can still get on the plane and go, because ain't nobody finna tell me I got to have a baby by, sometimes these guys be real abusive beforehand. You think I'm finna have a baby and put a baby in that? Like, come on now. Now, I do believe that he probably got abusive afterwards. Right, because when, people was doing the math, it was like they weren't not together that long before she got pregnant. They've only been together, 2 years, and maybe a little bit of change if you don't count when they kind of broke up like some months ago, right? But you already got an 8-month-old baby and it takes 9 months to make, or really 10. But, maybe she had it a little earlier, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Take a couple months. Damn, you was damn near pregnant immediately. Before you even knew this person, you still knowing his representative. Because we all send out our representatives. There ain't no shade on nobody. We put out our best foot. You don't want to freaking show anybody all the bad shit about you immediately. I want us as Black women to vet these men better and a little bit longer. Okay, stop giving these men babies within 3, 4, 6, 7 months of knowing them. Stop it. Because it's shown time and time again, if you look around you, that usually does not work. And do not come in my comments and get ate up right now by saying, you can know somebody for 15 years and they can still not. Nobody's saying that that's not true. However, if you look statistically, right, there is a higher chance that you will go through some bullshit when you barely know somebody. Stop trying to play in my face. We need to get to the point where we're able to accept criticism and understand what that means, even if you've made the mistake 4 and 5 times. You need to start getting to the point where you're giving other Black women who are younger than you and, you feel like they're about to get in that position. Stop being weird and start telling them the truth. You know how many Black women have told me basically to do the same mistakes as them. And I'm sitting over here asking them, I'm saying, wait a minute. But honestly, they're like, for example, right, having kids. Oh, you know what? Have a kid early so you can, you know what I'm saying? You can get that out the way and then you I had mine at 18. Have yours early. What? And I literally said to her, right? And there's other Black women standing around who also been through the same thing. And I said, but you got 3 kids, different baby daddies for each one, and not one of them is involved at all with their children. You had to be a single mom since 18. Now you not even 40 and you trying to, or, maybe you 40 years old, right? And you trying to live the life that you didn't get to live at 18 as a 40-year-old. I'm saying no offense to you, but you broke, and that's not really your fault. What happens is when you have a kid at 18, it's really hard to catch up and be able to make money because you're not even at your peak of making money. You're making money if you even got a job yet. You making money that an 18-year-old makes. But you trying to raise a whole baby by yourself, and then a couple years later, you have another one, and a couple years later, you have another one. You're never able to catch up. Children are expensive. They looking at me like, one of them's like, well, yeah, I had WIC, I had da-da-da. I don't qualify for any of that. I don't qualify for WIC, food stamps, Section 8. I can't even get Medi-Cal or Medicaid. I can't get none of that. So, and even if you could, is that really the life you want to live? You should be embarrassed. You should be walking around here embarrassed every day that you have to tell people all three of your baby fathers ain't shit. When are you going to take any kind of responsibility for that? When are you going to hold yourself accountable for any of that? You kept choosing them and kept giving them children. One of the greatest gifts you can give anybody in this world. Please, I need for us to wake up. And then when you realize, I understand, here it is. It's a human thing to be embarrassed by something and not want it. And honestly, you don't want to admit it. That's a human thing. That's not a black people thing. It's a human thing. But we need to get to the point where we're not leading other women into doing this silly shit. She didn't even have nothing to say to me other than trying to be mad. Because everything I said was true. You're a single mom who is broke. You cannot afford anything. You're trying to live a young life. And then the other one who want to step in and talk about she on the government assistance, somebody else raised your children. Your mother raised your kids so that you could be able to actually live a life of a whatever. She had a kid at 17 or whatever. So you can actually be a 17-year-old. I don't want somebody raising my kids. You know what I mean? We got to get out of this. I love us, though. That's the only reason why I'm saying it. Keke, don't do this again. Do not do this again. You are too smart for this. You got too much to lose. All right? I think that the people who are in the comments saying that she's just doing this not to have to pay child support, maybe. If that was it, that's real smart. But that's not going to take away the actual evidence that she has. How does that take away the actual evidence? I don't want to hear that no more. I don't want to hear that no more. She's doing it because this man is putting hands on her. He talking crazy to the kid. The baby only 8 months. And then on top of that, let's look at the things that he's done. After that, he's going to post, I see you. I love you, son. I'll see you soon. Boy, you got a whole restraining order. Is you trying to make her scared? Are you trying to make her nervous? Because you know she's already afraid of you because you're nuts. You done popped up at her house on multiple occasions being a weirdo. I know how this feels. And it really sucks to know that you can come home and this motherfucker might be in your house. That you might turn around and there go that nigga. That shit is creepy and it's weird. And then on top of that, she got a baby to protect and to take care of. This motherfucker got some nerve. Then his brother gonna come out and say, that basically, and at first I thought he was referring to his own brother. I said, yeah, that's right. He's referring to Keke, come to find out, talking about how she's the most manipulative person he's ever met. No, bitch, you and your motherfucking funky ass brother is. Okay? Straight up. Keke Palmer's mother then came out. Keke Palmer done been on TV for the last 20, 25 fucking years or whatever, right? We ain't never seen her mom. I've never seen her mom come out and say shit. Okay? Her mom had to come out and say that she went over to the brother and said that your younger brother is abusing my daughter. And he sat there and said, yeah, I was like that too. Then he gonna come out and said he never said that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Because Keke's mom could have came out and said anything. She could have said, I've been, I have witnessed the abuse. Because she was on the phone when one of these situations happened. I have witnessed the abuse. We have all witnessed the abuse. It was said in the court papers that the mom, the sisters, and the father have all witnessed, which I'm wondering why the father ain't whooped his motherfucking ass, but that's on a whole nother note. They have all witnessed the abuse. She could have just said that. What would she want to make up you saying this for? Get out of my fucking face. Allegedly, all y'all is liars. Allegedly. You heard that alleged in there? Don't play with me. Okay? Allegedly, all y'all is some damn liars. And some abusers. Straight up. And we ain't going for it. We saw how funny you acted when she went to the Usher concert. Boom. Right there, I would have stopped messing with you. Because I think supposedly when I was looking at the times, some of this stuff had already happened. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, and put it in below in the comments, why do you think Keke stayed in that? Other than, perhaps it could have just been, how sometimes people just stay in abusive relationships. Like I said, I have been in them before too, right? But the moment, first of all, I'm gonna say it like this is no better. They've never hit me upside my head. Oh yeah, when he was manhandling the baby, right? When she takes away the baby, he hits her in the head as he walks away. It hits her in the head. They ain't never hit me, right? So I just feel like the moment you even think you about to hit me or you hit me, it's real life done. I've had somebody even try to hit the wall next to me. First of all, we was already done. This motherfucker then came up in my house. This is why I'm saying I understand how crazy this stuff is, right? But we was really done even though we was already done. But it was extra done. It's like it ain't never coming back. You hit the wall next to me. Okay, now he wasn't trying to hit me, but you get what I'm saying. He's trying to scare me. Bitch, don't ever play with me like that, ho. Don't ever play with me like that, bitch. Okay? So, but I think that it might have to do with some of her age and wanting to have this baby. And also, I hate to say it, she did mention a few times, and, if you want to decipher it, a lot of people kind of deciphered it the way that I did, that she wanted this dude, honestly, because he was light skinned. Now, she did throw it in there that he's cute, but y'all, we all got eyes and we looking at him. Or did she say fine? That's a whole different thing. We looking at the man. So we're not finna believe that one. She has been made fun of for her skin color on several occasions. And I'm just here to say, if she ever hears this, Keke, your skin is beautiful and you are beautiful. But how often in our community do we have things like that happen when people who are darker skin tone do not love, their skin tone or don't want their children to have it. And so they go off. And honestly, I saw this one TikTok, this guy was like, you're, falling for these people with the recessive genes just because they, and being stupid and allowing them to do stuff just because they light skin. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I feel like it kind of is. I feel like it kind of, like for other people, I don't know about Keke, but I'm saying in general, I think that stuff like that happens. Like when I was talking about, I made a video on this on Steve Harvey's ex-wife. The one that's really allegedly the evil one is the light-skinned one that everybody gave a pass, but everybody wanted to call the dark-skinned one evil. She was getting all the shit done to her. That's our society, So maybe it was also that, and maybe it was, like I said, the age, and she wanted a family, you know what I mean? So she overlooked these things. Maybe she wanted her son to have, a father in his life. So she just continued to allow it to happen. But I'm just wondering, when did she think it was going to stop? How did she think it was just going to stop? This fool's acting a fool. Ain't nobody correcting his ass. You know what I mean? He has no reason to stop. Man, let's pray for Keke, please. Another thing is, y'all, do not come in my comments saying, oh, why is people so nosy? Why is everybody in people's business? Bitch, you clicked on the fucking video. You're on a T channel. Get out of my face with that bullshit, because I don't want to have to eat y'all up in the comments like I lightweight used to do. And then I think I probably deleted some of those. I don't want to have to do that. Okay? Listen, I don't want to have to do that. Please. Okay? Do not come on this video, listen to the video, then clicked on the video and found a T channel. How you even get this stuff? How was it even recommended to you? How did you even find it? Stop playing with me and acting like we ain't all nosy. I ain't going for it. We all nosy. We all nosy. But I'm really doing this because I want him to know each and every single one of us need to speak up and say, bitch, that's not okay for your stupid, ugly, funky, motherfucking ain't having no goddamn job. We don't know who the fuck you is, ass nigga. That bullshit, that's some bullshit, and we're not fucking going for it, bitch. Don't fuck with Keke. It's off limits, ho. You should have knew that before when we ate your ass up about what you said to her about her outfit when she went to go see Usher. Usher, baby. I'm tired. Let me know what you guys think. I'm so happy that she got that restraining order. He cannot be within a certain amount of feet, and I believe she got granted the full custody. Let me know how y'all feel, and what, maybe give her some advice of what the next step should be, because I understand that this is this is a scary situation. Now this nigga's mad. And let's keep it a buck. A piece of paper ain't gonna stop somebody who's that crazy. He obviously don't give a fuck about shit. Who is that crazy from showing back up at her house, because now he's pissed, and now he's being cussed the fuck out all over all the social medias. I don't know, y'all. People want to say they agree with Steve Harvey. He tried to tell her. He didn't try to tell her that. He tried to tell her something else, which I also understood. But this is talking about the way that he's treating her. You know what I mean? He could have been broke. He could have not been on a level, but he's mistreating her. There's people all the time who are on the same level, and they also get mistreated. Okay, I forgot some of the examples, but what about Tina Turner? Okay, so you know what I mean? Like, there's people on the same level who get mistreated all the time. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. This is a really, really sad thing. It's really, really sad, but I'm glad she got some kind of victory, and I hope she's just able to protect herself, because he seems kind of insane, allegedly. He seems allegedly insane, y'all. I'll talk to you guys soon. Hopefully it's about something a little bit lighter, because this really sucked. I'll see you later, girl. Make sure you answer the phone when I call you. Okay, bye. Oops, my bad. I meant to say, too, because I keep forgetting this. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and make sure you guys share this video, please. I am trying to get to 500 subs. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm trying to get to 500 subs. Please help me out, y'all, by hitting that subscribe button. If you hear, you might as well, girl. You might as well. And make sure you hit that thumbs up, because we here to let him know, stop playing with Keke. And don't play with any woman like this. And any man who see this, don't play with us. Please. Okay? Just know we gonna call you out. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that sub. Make sure you comment. Make sure you share. See you later. Bye.